Hello, I'm Billy Calova. I live out of Franklin, Tennessee. And when I started this process a couple years ago, it was because I have a home in Gulf Shores, and I wanted a lake home, and I wanted to be able to go from Franklin to Gulf Shores, and I wanted to find something that was on the way to Gulf Shores. One of the things that was interesting when I bought the lot, after I bought the lot, I had to get a builder, and the realtor gave me Cornerstone, told me to call Kevin Knoll, and hooked me up with Kevin. And one of the things that was interesting, I met Kevin, and talking to him, found out that he was a builder in Gulf Shores, which really caught my interest because Gulf Shores is a really difficult place to build homes, being right on the beach and being on pilings. And so I knew if you can build a home in Gulf Shores on sand, that you're going to be able to build a home on the lake. And I know that Smith Lake gets tornadoes and they get a lot of high winds. So I wanted to make sure that I had somebody who was qualified to be able to do that type of construction. And he was it. He was the guy. Before we showed him actually the plans, we come out and looked at the land, which was really important to me, that he actually looked at the land, got a good feeling for it, and was able to give me his input on what he thought. So we started the process, and it was interesting that the first thing we did was we did landscaping. You know, I didn't see any building, any wood, anything for about 3 months, and he said we needed to have boulders, we needed to have walls, we needed to do everything down by the point because we wanted to bring the house down as far as down from the top to the point as possible. So we had very little steps to have to walk back and forth to the boat dock from my wife and me, and also all my guests. And so that's what we did. And they were real professional. He had a vision. I had a vision, but he had a vision that was one that even surprised me that I was going to get that kind of expertise here. We went through that whole process. 3 months later, I had retaining walls and I had boulders, and we started building the home. And he introduced me to his superintendent who was going to handle it all, which was Kyle, who ended up being superb. So, so the whole process was pretty seamless, and it took about 15 months to build, from breaking ground until we actually moved in. And he did everything he said he was going to do, and he followed up with everything he said he was going to follow up with. And to this day, now that we moved in, it's been about a little over 3 months, and he told me right then, he goes, hey, there's always going to be something that is going to be out of place, something you find, something that needs some fixing. Don't worry about it, I'm here for you. And he has been. So there have been very few things, maybe half a dozen things that needed to be addressed, and they addressed them. They took care of them, which was great for us. And peace of mind. You don't have to worry about, okay, the guy's done, and now what happens, And but he was there, and he's there today, So we become more than just a client, business and client relationship. We became friends. So I definitely highly recommend, if anybody's looking for a builder here on Smith Lake, I highly recommend Cornerstone Construction. You'd be very pleased with the outcome.